We've been following this story, and this morning the bodies of the Syrian family who drowned trying to flee war are back home. The haunting images of their 3-year-old boy sent shockwaves around the world. He was buried this morning along with his brother and mother. Holly Williams is just across the border in Turkey with the family's tragic journey back home. Holly, good morning.
Only the little boy's father survived this tragedy. He was trying to give his sons a better life in Europe, but instead today he came home to bury his family. Aylan Kurdi's body, along with those of his brother and mother, was laid to rest in Kobani, the war-ravaged Syrian town that they fled. Aylan's father, Abdullah, wanted to escape the bloodshed, but now his wife and sons will lie amongst the ruins of their hometown. At first, the little boy's identity was a mystery, but the image of his lifeless body washed ashore provoked horror and then outrage. Aylan Kurdi was too young to understand why his parents decided to make a desperate journey to Europe, paying a human smuggler around $4,000 for a perilous voyage in a rubber dinghy. Abdullah said that when the boat was overturned in high seas, his 2 sons slipped through his arms. They were the most beautiful children in the world, he said. Now all I want to do is sit beside their graves. Abdullah's sister, Timi Kurdi, who lives in Vancouver, said she gave the family money to pay the human smuggler.
They were going for a better life. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen to them.
Over 300,000 people have attempted the crossing to Europe this year, and more than 2,000 have paid with their lives, including many other children whose names and stories we don't know. But it's these images of Aylan Kurdi that have finally brought the tragedy home to people in Europe and pricked the conscience of European leaders. At the funeral today, Abdullah Kurdi said this was his family's 4th attempt to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe. He also said he prayed to God to give him strength. Anthony?
Holly Williams near the border of Turkey and Syria. Thank you, Holly. You cannot help but be affected by those pictures.
No, well, and as Holly said, has pricked the conscience of European leaders and others. And if this doesn't underscore that something needs to be done in Syria, I don't know what would.
And you think about the father who left to give his family a better life. And the reason why it's so hard, I think, is because if you have a little boy, you know those clothes, you know the little shoes, you know the little T-shirt, and it's just tough to see.
You know the desire to make life better for your kids.
That's right.